Focusing too much on the past will stunt your ability to grow. Remember that in a car, the rear view mirror is pretty small compared to the windshield. Look forward. Be thankful. Even when things are tough, a heart of gratitude for any possible good will shield you from total despair. Be positive and be willing to dig in and do good things. The world needs your positive energy. Every year when we send a graduating class out the door, I feel that we are giving the world a gift. Each of you has much to offer, and finding ways to make a positive impact will make a difference. Figure out some ways to volunteer. You can help someone else, and it will warm your heart. Please be safe. The buddy system is as helpful for you today as it always has been. When I see a news story about a young woman jogging outside and disappearing, or when they reveal a story about someone leaving a party alone and who is now unaccounted for, I absolutely cringe. Look for safe places and take somebody with you, please. Be brave. As you go through life, there will be times when things just don't go as you planned. One of my daughters calls them curves in the highway. Disappointments, things that don't go as planned, opportunities that disappear are bound to happen at some points in your lives. That's when you need to reach deep and pick yourself up and keep going. I have a favorite poem that I pull into play when things like that happen. You have to believe the winds will blow, believe in the grass in the days of snow. That's the reason a bird can sing. On his darkest days, he believes in spring. Reach out and get support from those who care about you. And if those challenges strive to break you, seek help. And know that sometimes even better things can come out of the storms we weather. Be involved. Now, as a government teacher, I would be remiss if I didn't remind you to stay informed of what is happening in the world. You will be impacted by the decisions your government makes, so be a part of the conversation. Pay attention to issues that come up and be able to make informed assessments of what you think should happen. Use your voice in effective ways. Email officials, attend meetings, talk to politicians here or when they come to town. Again, use your voice in constructive ways. Take the time to share your views and your expertise, and please show up to vote. Be respectful to others. Be careful with the words you use when speaking to other people. You know, your words can inspire, or they can gouge and lie on the hearts of others forever. Be firm in your beliefs, and don't let others intimidate you out of having them. Listen to others, dialogue with those whose ideas differ from yours, but engage in a respectful tone, and ultimately adopt those ideals that match your compass. Be you. Don't worry so much about fitting in that you lose who you are. Ralph Waldo Emerson summed it up well. We are all inventors, each sailing out on a voyage of discovery, guided each by a private chart of which there is no duplicate. You see, you each are a unique individual with a special set of talents and credentials you bring to the world. No one ever has, and no one ever will, step out through the doors of our Ketchikan schools with your unique set of qualities. Today, your new voyage begins. Astronaut Kapana Chawla once said, "The path from dreams to success does exist. May you have the vision to find it, the courage to get onto it, and the perseverance to follow it." Let me remind you, a whole lot of people are cheering you on today and in the years today ahead as you follow your path. Members of the class of 2024, I add my wishes for a future filled with meaningful experiences, amazing opportunities, satisfying achievements, gentle moments, and time with people to love and to love you back. I have 3 daughters, and they are my girls, but my students have always been my kids. Every one of you is precious. You are my kids, and as we go from this place, I will keep you in my prayers and hold you in my heart.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ms. Stone. I can tell you that in my career, she is easily one of the most amazing people I've worked with. And so you have a well-deserved retirement in front of you and some wonderful family. And the Cahill family is always here for you, so thank you. Well, now we'll have a moment, and we're getting close to the time, seniors, where we'll hear a few words from our school board president, Mr. Stephen Bradford.
Graduates, my advice comes to you from a television show that started the year before some of you were born. It's called The Office, and you can still stream all 9 seasons. It has a memorable character named Dwight Schrute, who would occasionally give us some great insights, such as when he said this: "Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that thing? And if they would, I do not do that thing." It's good advice. But this useful information hinges on your ability to pick the right idiot. I wish there was a foolproof way to spot idiots, but unfortunately some idiots are very clever. They can dazzle you with words and misdirection. They might get better grades than you, or promoted above you at work. They can even be elected to hold office. If you want to be successful in this world, you need to develop your very own idiot detection system. I'm going to share mine. The best way to spot an idiot: look for the person who is cruel. Let me explain. We survived as a species by being suspicious of things with which we aren't familiar. So when we first encounter someone who doesn't look like us, or sound like us, act like us, love like us, or live like us, the first instinct in most everyone's brain is rooted in fear or judgment or both. In order to be accepting and kind of others, we have to shut down that animal instinct and force our brains to think differently. Empathy and compassion for others requires the mental capacity to step past our most primal urges. Cruelty does not. You will encounter cruel people, but I'm here to tell you that when someone's path through this world is marked with acts of cruelty, they have failed the first test of an advanced society because they have never forced their brain to move beyond that first instinct. They never forged new mental pathways to overcome their instinctual fears. And so their thinking and problem solving will also lack the imagination and creativity that the kindest people will display. Over my many years as a lawyer and in politics, I have found one thing to be universally true: the kindest person in the room is often the smartest. Good luck, class of 24.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bradford, for those words of wisdom, and of course, for you and the board's ongoing support of the students in our district. At this time, I would like to take a moment to introduce the Deputy Superintendent of our schools, Ms. Melissa Johnson. Would you please come to the podium?
Okay. All right, you guys, this is the time. Mr. Dormer, do you certify that the students have met the requirements for graduation from the Ketchikan High School?
Deputy Superintendent Johnson, I certify, as principal of Ketchikan High School, that the students seated here this afternoon have completed all requirements for graduation. It is with great pride and pleasure that I present them to you, Ms. Johnson, to receive diplomas from Ketchikan High School, the graduating class of 2024.